Hello, hello. Perfidious Pete here, back to grind away just another day in paradise in XCOM: The Long War. And yes, that was a Phil Collins reference, and yes, it is apropos because that song isn't about being in paradise at all. It's more about being in the middle of a crushing, overwhelming storm of shit and getting absolutely no help at all whatsoever from any quarter. Which I would say is a fairly accurate assessment of Project Lazarus's current situation. I mean, except for the part where I equated the difficulty of playing a video game to what I can only imagine is the soul-grinding difficulty of being homeless, but other than me being a scumbag piece of trash, it's relatively accurate and also a fairly spot-on Phil Collins rip. But seriously, let's talk about the team's situation for a second. See what I did there with, but seriously? Get it? Actually, probably not, because now that I think about it, I think But Seriously came out, in like 1988, maybe? 1989? Somewhere right about 1990. And according to the demographics I occasionally glance at on YouTube, that means almost anybody who's watching this probably wasn't born when that album hit shelves. So you know what? Let's just forget I mentioned anything at all. Let's forget I was even here. I was never here, ever, and didn't say anything at all and managed to dig a nice big fat comedy hole in the front of this episode with a horribly dated reference and also being a scumbag about, the plight of the homeless. Let's just forget I didn't say anything. Let's just get to scanning and pretend none of that ever happened. 50 alloys for 500 credits is real tempting. But I need my alloys. We're down on alloys, really, quite a bit. I can't justify this for cash. I'm sorry, not at this time. I would love to take your offer, and if you present it at a later date, I might willingly accept it. So, speaking of digging holes, it's both comedy holes and actual holes in the ground that we're getting done with a little completed excavation. That's fine. That's for what, like our hyperwave beacon, I think, or hyperwave relay, whatever the hell that thing is called, which I'm in no hurry to research since I have no firestorms and can't shoot down the Overseer's vessel anyway. That would be completely irrelevant. 10 drone racks for 2 engineers. I'm tempted to say no to this, but I honestly have nothing else to do with drone racks, so sure, why not? Marie Antoinette, Annette Durand, all back on active duty, and we have a large UFO coming in nape of the Earth out in Mexico. So, unless this is the precursor to an infiltration mission, which I have to say seems pretty unlikely. The aliens already infiltrated Mexico once, and doing it twice just seems like a complete dick move. I'm not sure even the aliens are that big of scumbags, although I'm probably wrong. My guess is, though, this is probably just a harvesting mission. I don't think the aliens have enough resources to launch another infiltration. I mean, they're getting up there. They're at like 11 mel to can last time we checked, but that shouldn't be ready to launch an infiltration mission level of resources. So let's just assume this is a large UFO that's going to land. We're going to get a chance to harvest it. We'll send old Trooper Gonzalez up to wave at the aliens. Our standard sort of meet and greet procedure. We send him up. Little guy, he's got a silver tray with the RSVP card that says, if you would like to attend our bash, please indicate the number of guests that will be arriving to the bash, and we shall meet you there. It's very kind of a Victorian sort of silver greeting card, that kind of thing, back when calligraphy was big and whatnot. And now that the aliens have been officially met and gret, and yeah, I know it's not how the past participle of greet actually works, but I don't care. Now that that's done, let's just let them land and go engage in a little sported round of fisticuffs with these chaps. They've RSVP'd in the positive, and now we're ready. Why does this say stop scanning?
Contact detected.
Especially when it made me start scanning. XCOM, I think perhaps you might need to go back to, say, kindergarten, maybe first grade, play a little more playground red light, green light, and learn exactly how the whole start and stop thing is supposed to work. So we're in a forest with heavy vegetation. Alright, so forest is not the map we had last time, because that was riparian, and it can't be the desert map that's always almost in Australia. So this is going to be the standard map with the ramp of safety. Alright. So we know what map we're going to be on, we know what we're doing. Assaulting a large UFO, so we know the mission, we know the map. The question is, do we want to take a sniper? On the riparian map, sniper is very useful because it's got a lot of open space. There's considerably less open space on this map, but not none. The way I like to attack this map, though, usually I go right up the ramp of safety and inside, which would make a sniper not necessarily hugely useful. But we could sort of pick around the edges. You know what? Do we have any other officers who can, like, do this? Because if we don't have another officer, I'm absolutely taking a sniper. We do not. Yeah, it would be either... Okay, so, well, that makes the decision easy then. I want an officer, and I want them to have Semper Vigilance, and you know what? It's been a long time since we've had Van Dorn out on a mission. Guy's got to be getting a little bit stir-crazy. So before he turns into a movie starring Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor, I think let's just get him into action and see what happens. Stir-crazy, good movie, by the way. Gene Pryor, Hackman, fantastic comedy duo. This guy's made a bunch of good movies. Silver Streak, a lot of good ones. Hear No Evil, See No Evil, good stuff. So Alloy Blade Pod, Gauss Long Rifle, little Kester armor, nothing fancy in the kit out there. Van Dorn is sorted. A gunner. I'm thinking the recently promoted Mata Good Time Hari because she has Distortion Field now, right? Yes, she does. Good time, girl. Get ready to go get him. We're going to give her Aegis Armor, Gauss Machine Gun, Neural Gun Link. Standard distance support trooper there. She's going to be providing the long range damage that we do so desire. Now, Scouts and Assaults. Thomas Edison I don't want to send because we've got a covert operation coming up, and Thomas Edison's actually pretty good at those. Similarly, Steve Loco Irwin, don't really want to send him either. What if it's the 4-man? We've got to think about having 4 people in reserve in case we get the 4-man. We could do Steve, we could do Iron Lady, Thomas Avarice Edison, and then we'd have maybe an engineer on backup. Yeah, I don't think we can do that, but we could still take... We got the Good Time Girl. So what do we have for scouts then? I want this scout to be psychically active, which is another reason I don't want to take Thomas Edison. Shadow Device, real good. Must have Shadow Device. Which, Simone de Beauvoir is it? It's her or Atlas King? Well, Simone de Beauvoir and Atlas King are effectively the same level. Simone is closer to level and is... Yeah, alright, we're going to take Simone de Beauvoir. She's got more EXP, both regular and psychic, which I think makes her the right choice. So let's just get her out with our standard bit, Gauss Rifle, Battle Scanner, and the Shadow Device. And I'm telling you, I was a little hesitant about the Shadow Device when I first started deploying them, but ever since then, I would say I'm a devotee now. The Shadow Device has saved my bacon so many times that I kind of owe it. I mean, I'm a devotee. I'll worship at its feet. If it wants me to shrimp its toes, I'll shrimp its toes. I don't even care. Whatever it takes to keep the team safe, I'll do it, Shadow Device. I'll do it. There is no level of depravity that I won't hit in order to keep you happy. Teddy and the bench are tempting. Not as tempting as Abraham Hardcore Lincoln Eleanor Roosevelt, though, because Roosevelt's probably going to level, and there's a low but non-zero chance that Abraham Hardcore Lincoln might do it. So yeah, let's take the Wolverine and Hardcore here. This is going to be Team Assault. Titan Armor all the way for these guys. They're going to get pumped up. Alloy Cannon. Now, Arc Thrower or no Arc Thrower? We do need to capture more alien weapons, but on a large UFO, you know, I kind of think Arc Thrower now. I know I sort of wimped out on a capture last episode. We had an opportunity to maybe pick one up, and I just said to hell with it and shot a man in the face. 1, because it was fun. 2, because I'm sort of a cautious sort when it comes to captures. And if you've watched enough of these episodes, you know me and cautious, that's actually a lie. But I think more defensively than offensively. It's just the way I sort of built. I think defense before offense. Unfortunately, no one has ever said the best offense is a good defense. I'm pretty sure nobody ever said that, which means my strategy maybe is questionable. But in this case, I'm playing it cautious, and I'm not ashamed of it. So, scouts, assaults, we gotta have a medic, we gotta have an engineer. And then we're gonna have sort of a commander's choice kind of situation working. I think this is definitely the right mission for old Jesus, so let's get Jesus onto the battlefield. Titan Armor for Jesus, we want him tanked up like a truck. Nobody is gonna harm the Jesus on my watch. I mean, he is the son of God, so you're not likely to harm him anyway. Last time anybody harmed him, he just came back from the dead, so I mean, got that going for us. But still, I'm going to do what I can to keep Jesus safe. You got to meet God halfway, according to the faithful. They say you got to meet God halfway, and I'm doing my part by giving Jesus the Titan Armor. So engineers is what I'm looking at. Knife Man, Madman are good, but not psychically active, and if I can get more psychers on this mission, I kind of want to. Do we have another... We got... Well, we could do Louis... Oh, wait, we got Marie Radium Curie. She's also a gunny sergeant? Is she the same rank? She is. Alright, well, that's... Okay, Marie Radium Curie, then, is definitively the correct choice. Same rank and psychic powers. I mean, she's the added bonus. Now, we are going to go a little lighter on the armor here for Marie Curie. She's going to get a little bit lighter armor, Gauss Carbine, little Aegis armor, just to help her foot speed. Make sure she can put those grenades on target for us. Now the Commander's Choice slot. You know what? Samuel Mustache Clemens was so good last episode. How can we not take him? Last time we did a large UFO, we took the Mustache, and you know what? I was damn happy to have him. He did a fantastic job with his Overwatch. Let's see if he can repeat his last performance. So Titan Armor, Gauss Rifle Scope, Laser Sight. Let's get the Mustache ready to go forth and put the stash to work, baby. Put that stash to work. We're going to take cover behind the Mustache and let the Mustache's Overwatch powers keep us safe. It's also, you know, a good strategy if you have kind of unfortunate lower nasal features or like a weak upper lip. Just grow a mustache, man. You can hide it right behind that. Those features just disappear. It's the beauty secret of the ages, let me tell you. I mean, if you're ugly, just go full on, grow a beard, man. You could wear a burqa even. Grow a beard, wear a burqa. No one will ever know about your hideousness. You can be, you know, it'll be fantastic. Maybe lock yourself in the attic like Hugo and just eat a bucket of fish heads every week. That'd be fantastic. Heaven forbid you should inflict your homeliness on the public at large. I say that from a complete position of facetiousness. I don't mean that at all, because I inflict my homeliness on the public at large on a pretty much daily basis. Don't necessarily feel good about it, but I'm not a handsome man. I mean, I gotta go places, gotta get food, gotta go to work, got stuff to do. Can't just hide in a hole all the time. Even though I probably belong hiding in a hole, just I can't do it. So this is the map I thought. Where the hell are we, though?
Roger that, Big Sky. Strike one.
Is this the ship's rectum? Okay, so it is. We've got rectal vector over in this area, which means we're on the corner. So we are on the opposite side of the map from the side we usually land on, I think. Are we not? Or is this the command area? This is not the command area. This is, in fact, the ship's bunghole. Okay, so I know exactly where we're at, and I know exactly what map we're on. Let's take a quick scan and see what kind of enemies are in the area. So, Jesus, if you would, sir, fire up the motion tracker, use your divine might to tell me that there is a pod of something right the hell up here. And from the looks of things, it's a fairly large pod. It's not just fairly large, it's enormous. I can't tell what it is. Alright, well, this area is clear, right, Jesus? Let's have Jesus back up, because whatever that pod is, it's big. I'm thinking maybe a cyber disc and some drones. And if it is, I would prefer to engage it from as far away as possible so we can make use of a sniper. And I'm already sort of glad I brought the sniper along. And so, Marie Curie, having you close but not too close would be... It would be of... you know, it would be good, but not necessarily that good. There's not going to be any enemies back here. So we can sort of fall back in that direction with relative safety. Let's just bring her over here for now. We'll get a little overlapping distortion field as well. Van Dorn, you can be fairly far away. Let's get you... Is there anywhere that's like half cover? Because half cover is full cover for Van Dorn. Van Dorn can get over here. Again, this area should be clear of enemies. I'm going to be real salty if it's not. Okay, it is. The Mustache, we sort of want up close so we can get some Overwatch action out of the Mustache. Let's put him, I think, behind this tree. And I do have a plan for how to activate these enemies. What we're going to do, we're going to get our Assault Troopers right up front so that they can go up and over into the pod when a need arises. For now, though, they're just going to go in Overwatch. And then we'll probably have Simone de Beauvoir whip a battle scanner over there just to reveal what's what. There is nowhere for Simone to take cover. Alright, well, we don't need you to whip the battle scanner this turn. That's not even cover. She can throw a battle scanner 100 miles. So if our goal is to draw them into our fire, into our Overwatch and whatnot, and that is kind of my goal, she can be far enough back. We can still hit that spot. What the... Oh, that's tree. Okay, I was going to say something appeared and disappeared. It's actually just leaves on that friggin' tree. So we've got this team ready to go forward and assault, pick off any stragglers. Ideally, dash up, take a hit and run shot at whatever's up there, and then maybe hop back to safety. First things first, though. Let's see exactly what's out there. So battle scanner it is, and based on our instrument readings, it should be somewhere over in this neighborhood. Can I get it over here? That looks respectable. It should be right in this area. Alright, Simone, what do you got? Show me what's on the scanner, baby. Well, we have combat music. It is what? What are you? Floaters? It's a cyber... Okay, so it's a cyber disc and drones. Exactly kind of what we thought. Also 2 Seekers. This is a fairly defeatable pod. Van Dorn has... I don't really care about the drone. I want to know what the Cyberdisc has. Aggression. 10% critical evasion. Enemies targeting initiatives when it's airborne, so for a minus 30 aim penalty. It has Bombard. That's real shitty. It has heat ammo. Death Blossom. Oh, fuck. It's going to be absolutely unkillable because it has goddamn damage control. This ability is fucking broken. It's ridiculously stupid. Alright, well, we do have the disabling shot, so we're not poorly set up to fight this thing. But we really don't want to have him shoot at it, because there's no way we're going to kill this thing in one turn. Or at least it's relatively unlikely. Is that the Cyberdisc? Can't tell. It is. Double 89s is a pretty strong start. I'm comfortable with it. This is the only shot that's going to do damage, so 13 is a fantastic start. It's going to move, but even if it moves, we still get to hit it, and it's going to count as if it stayed in its same square. So this shot... Oh, that was beautiful. The rapid fire counteracts that ridiculous, sappy bullshit ability that it has to ignore most damage. Oh, I'm real glad we took the rapid fire, and also real glad that we got the double back-to-back hits. Alright, that leaves the... Okay, that's a real strong start for us. That puts the Mustache in a really good position here. 94% to kill that Seeker. We're going to take that. That's a good shot. Seeker down. Alright, Mustache. Keep them coming, baby. Keep them coming. Would I rather take this shot or maybe a little higher percentage shot? Can anybody... Nobody can hit that drone back there. We're going to have other people who can shoot at that. Alright, take this shot since we're not likely to get anybody else who can shoot that into the enemy formation. 3 damage is not necessarily as much as I would have liked, but it is respectable. Now, if we bring Marie Curie here and have her whip a grenade up on the top of this hill, we should be able to make a little bit... Don't hunker down, Marie Curie. I want you throwing grenades here, not hunkering down. We gotta find something that we can bounce this off of. Gotta be something. Come on, bounce it off the tree, maybe? Top of the tree? There it is. There it is. Okay, so that's 3. Yep, we're throwing it right there. We're gonna bank it off of the tree into the sky. Boink. Nicely done. Destroyed a little cover, which is maybe suboptimal, but all things considered, a pretty reasonable shot. And that means the Wolverine and the rest of the team are going to have a relatively easy time mopping up the dregs. In fact, I was going to say I'm so confident I'm not going to have Jesus take cover, but as soon as I do that, Jesus dies, so I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to have Van Dorn take this 67% at the Seeker. Because he missed.
Still standing.
Fantastic. I was hoping for the hit there, Van Dorn, but, you know, I understand. Sometimes everyone has an off day. Why don't you just take the slam dunk kill on a drone?
Not a problem anymore.
That taken care of. And it should be... Oh, these guys are flying. We're actually not going to be able to hit and run them. That's not good. I always forget that hit and run doesn't work on flyers. Every time. So we need to get Jesus some cover, and ideally also we need to get him a shot. This is risky, but at least he's not flanked from this position, so I'm okay with it. 52 is bad. 62 is better. 62. We need 1 damage out of you. There it is. Jesus delivers. All right. Trust Jesus, folks. Trust in Jesus. Trust in Jesus. Let Jesus be your co-pilot.
Rolling.
So we're going to bring Eleanor the Wolverine Roosevelt up here. She's going to eliminate one of these drones for us. And yes, I know she flanked herself, but this thing is 100% dead, so it's not really an issue. And I have to assume that Abraham Hardcore Lincoln is going to be able to get the shot here. This should absolutely kill this thing. Alright. Exactly what we needed. And that was a fantastic pod spawn and elimination. Textbook work, team. Textbook work. I am supremely proud of all of you. Excellent job. Well done. I know I'm not as vociferous oftentimes with my praise as I should be when you guys do a good job. So I'm taking a special effort here to make sure that you guys know I appreciate what you did for the team on this particular turn. Now, granted, these feelings of goodwill and good nature that I have do require a little maintenance behavior, in that you're going to have to sort of keep this shit up if you want my continued good graces, but, you know, be encouraged. So, this area should then be relatively clear. I think
Aye, aye, Commander.
we take a small advance now, just do a little reloading and sort of recombobulating, if that word is appropriate, which it's kind of not, but we're going to rest, we're going to regroup, we're going to reload. Let's call it an R&R. Regroup and a reload. That's what we're going to do. Except for Van Dorn. Come on, Clemens, man. Get away from that tree. I need Van Dorn taking position in that tree. If you would forego the tree, sir.
I'm ready.
Give me a reload. Everybody be happy. And so Van Dorn,
I'm on my way.
and have you come up here. Van Dorn's also going to pop a reload. And I think what I'm going to do is just sweep down the whole right side of this ship while taking advantage of Van Dorn's cover ability. Yeah, there are aliens in that room. No one is surprised by that. Absolutely, literally no one. But there are enemies in there. This should not come as a surprise to any of you. None. So that pod originally started right where this flaming cyber disk is, which means we could probably take another turn without too much fear of running into any enemies. So let's have Jesus come up to here. I don't really want him to peek around the corner. So we're going to take an advancing move here. Let's just have everybody advance. Nothing fancy, just get them in position. We're not going to use any scanners, but we're actively going to try and to not reveal any more of the map. Let's get you up there. Also, we did have a battle scanner down here earlier, so we know this area should be relatively safe.
Running.
Radium Curie. Van Dorn, you steady your weapon and stay right the hell where you're at. You're in a good spot. That's a respectable sniper's position. It really is. No Marine Scout sniper would take a look at your current location and say that you needed to displace and relocate. They'd be like, it's a pretty good shooter spot. I think he's all right. I can understand his decision for digging in there. He's got forward spotters. He should take advantage. And this turn, we are going to activate the motion tracker to see what's what. We're going to have Jesus scan the skies for us, do a little heavenly divining, find out what's about. All right, Jesus, give me the motion tracker. What do you got? Anything? It is all clear.
I'm on it, Commander.
Let's get you up here. Okay, so we have another pod that is going to be probably right back over in that area. I don't want to go forward any further because that's going to cause Jesus to activate. I mean, we may be actually at the hard limit for as far forward as we can go. And unfortunately, I am not a huge fan of this location as a place to set up an engagement. It is not great.
Understand. Moving up.
We're going to need our big shooters up here on this hill. Van Dorn, actually, you're probably going to have to move, buddy. Let's put you right up back here for now. If we can find a place to get you some cover without spawning a pod, we will. Also, we may just have you stay far enough back that it's exclusively squad side shots, so we don't really have to worry about you getting hit too much. Marie Curie may be in the right spot already. Let's bring her over there, just drop her to Overwatch.
Scanning.
The mustache is going to need a shooter spot, so let's get him.
Moving to designated coordinates.
A lot of half cover here, but if we need to, we do still have the shadow device. I've got to recall, shadow device is in the house. We want Matahari in that location, so we don't want anybody to occupy it. And we should not be spawning any additional units this turn with our moves anyhow.
Aye, aye.
So Lincoln, let's get you up here. You will not be in real cover, but again, we're not going to activate any units.
Aye, aye.
Simone is going to be activating the enemies, and I think we do exactly the same thing with Simone that we did last time. We just have her hover back. I am going to take her out of cover for this turn, just to give her an angle to throw up and over. And then Jesus, there really isn't anywhere good for you to be, is there, buddy? Let's just have you drop back to there.
Hey, you hear anything?
And this should not be a surprise to you that there are aliens inside a landed large UFO. This is seriously not your first rodeo. Maybe Marie Curie's just showing an abundance of caution. Maybe she's just showing the caution I so rarely demonstrate. I'm gonna go with that. She's just being real diligent. That's what it is. Marie Curie is just trying to demonstrate all the due diligence available. Really wish we had some cover here. Maybe a little bit cover. Instead, we're just going to have Van Dorn stand in the open like a goon. I mean, he's got cover, but it's not functional cover because it's not actually going to shield him from the enemy any.
Comfort zone.
Got it covered.
Overwatch here. Simone, we're going to have you... Battle Scanner lasts for 2 turns. I mean, let's see what's over there before it moves. So this area should reveal basically whatever is back there.
Balayage de la zone en cours.
It may actually land on one of the guys. What is it? It is... heavy floaters? What appears to be a bunch of floaters? Heavy floaters, right? At least one... No, that's a mechtoid. 2 mechtoids. Well, that pod is fucking horrible. Two big-ass burly mechtoids and Muton, at least one of which is an elite. That's like 3 Muton elites and mechtoids. That pod is a slice of shit sandwich. On the plus side, we can't afford to move. Ugh, that pod is real nightmarish. I don't really want to engage them. I mean, I don't want to fight this pod at all. Period. Ever.
Heading there now.
Okay, so if we move, those guys are still fairly far away. I'm not sure anybody's even going to be able to get a shot at them. I don't think we can even trigger them from where they are. Can anybody even hit those guys? If anybody's going to do it, it's going to be Van Dorn. Okay, well, Matahari can see one, but doesn't actually have a shot. Van Dorn could hit one of the mechtoids. Those guys are stupefyingly far away. Far enough away, I think we might be able to risk... Now, you know, getting closer is actually... we could risk it, but it's a bad risk. This is not a good position to fight these guys from. It's really not. The problem is I don't think we can improve it, really. The best thing we could do, honestly, would be to fall back. So, yeah, let's do that. Alright. The best thing we could do is actually to fall back to this location and try and bring these guys to us. Because there is otherwise no cover for anybody. We can't fight on this plateau. We just can't do it. So we're going to do a little bit of a fighting retreat. We do only have 1 turn to pop these guys, which means we need to, of course, pop them this turn.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Alright, so it's fighting retreat time. Clemens, move your ass. We're going to pop them, and then everybody's just going to run like hell. Marie Curie, I want you over here with a grenade.
Moving out.
Your heat ammo grenades might be one of the keys to victory here. Simone de Beauvoir, you've already deployed your battle scanner, so get the fuck out of there. And that just leaves us Van Dorn, I think.
Eyes peeled, Commander.
Lincoln and Roosevelt can go on a pointless Overwatch, and we can have... We're going to have Van Dorn take his double tap shot here. If we could pick off one of these mechtoids with a really lucky critical from Van Dorn, that would be supremely useful. This is a very, very, very powerful pod. 2 really buff mechtoids. Was that an ethereal? Did I just hear an ethereal noise? That might have been an ethereal. Well, Van Dorn is not going to get the kill, but despite the fact that he is not in cover, he should be safe. He is so far away from the enemies. They should have no chance at all of getting line of sight on him. And now that they know we're here, we make them come to us. We stay back, try and find a place to fort up, and bring them in to kill. And it looks like they're falling back. So 2 of them went over here behind this log. Are they gonna, like, let the mechtoids come forward and try and spot for him? Is that their plan? It's not a terrible plan. If we weren't also falling back in order to pick off the mechtoids as they come forward, which is exactly what we're doing. Alright, so Van Dorn, I need you to get into your shooter spot. Or at least as close to one as you can get, which this turn is not that close. So we're gonna have you go ahead and get the reload off now, I guess.
Reload complete.
This is going to make for some gripping gameplay right here, folks, because it's going to be me sitting in cover waiting for the enemy to decide that they want to come out and play. And I'm assuming this is going to take a respectably goodly while. So, Jesus,
Position confirmed.
that was not where I wanted you. You were supposed to be here, Jesus. Alright, Matahari, you're back behind your tree. And we're going to have you hunker down. Curie, you're probably good right where you're at. Roosevelt, Lincoln, you guys are okay. Simone de Beauvoir is sort of our floater. There's a couple positions she could occupy that might be respectably safe. Let's not take any chances. Let's just move her back to this rock. Keep her in cover. She does have Titan armor, so if she has to take a hit, she could probably take a hit. So we've got the enemy up to absolutely fuck all nothing. The enemy is basically doing the same thing that,
Order confirmed.
well, she's doing the same thing that Charlie Sheen's doing these days, which is basically fuck all nothing, just sort of dicking around. Alright, so Clemens, Overwatch. Now, the question is there a better and or safer spot for our Salt Troopers and Marie Curie? I think the answer actually is no. I don't really think there is a better spot for them to be in. Overwatch for Matahari, so we're just going to overwatch around the horn for a few turns. Alright, these guys are fixing to come around the corner. So we're going to have something coming around this corner trying to get line of sight on us. Or they're coming at us from two different directions, which seems bizarre, but... Muton? Now I'm wondering if maybe this wasn't two different pods stacked on top of each other's. One of Muton and one of something with, like, sectoids and ethereals. Oh, if we got an overlapping pod here and we spawned them both.
I'm on my way.
That's nightmarishly bad for us. If this is like 2 Mutons and 3 Muton elites, or like some berserkers and then also a pod of sectoids, if we've got stacking pods here, this is going to be it's going to be a way bigger bite than we can chew. We will have definitively bitten off far, far more than we can cram into our slavering gobs. I'm not coming back there, aliens. I'm just not. You're coming to play with me. If you wanna make this happen, you gotta bring it. This is Sadie Hawkins style. I don't have to ask you. You gotta ask me. If you wanna go to the big dance, aliens, you gotta sack up and ask your fella.
I'm on it.
Je reste en observation.
Scanning.
I'm just gonna sit here on Overwatch, aliens. I can wait as long as you can. I'm a patient man. I'm not. I'm gonna do this like 2 more turns, and if they don't come at us, I'm gonna send somebody forward to go see what the hell's going on.
Noise?
Or maybe throw a battle scanner. Alright, I'm putting my sniper on Overwatch just for the ease of hitting the O button and not having to have one guy picked out. Which means, of course, this is the turn they'll come in, and I'll need that extra 20% from steadying my weapon and not have it. I know there are thin men on the map. I really don't care about an unactive pod of thin men. But I can. Alright. Aliens gotta play coy. Oh, it's fine, aliens. Play hard to get. No, everybody likes it when you play hard to get. It's not at all kind of a dick-ease thing to do. No. So here's what we'll do. We'll bring Simone de... You know what? No, I'm not gonna do that. I was gonna say I'll bring Simone de Beauvoir and... She could see an alien from... I beg your pardon, game? Where is it? Why can we only now see that guy? Now that Simone de Beauvoir is standing out in the open with no kind of help or support, suddenly we can see a guy? And what did I just say about the whole steady weapon thing? What did I say? What did I say? Yeah, I pretty much fucking called it. 8 damage. Alright, well, that's something. We've got the double tap. If it weren't going to be a 72% shot, instead of going for the kill here, I would have actually taken the disabling shot to disable his weapon and make sure that Simone de Beauvoir does not get shot, but that ain't gonna be a thing we can do. On the plus side, we got double 49s here with rapid fire. One of these should hit. So neither of these is gonna hit. Yeah. Not anyone in the world is fucking surprised by that. Can we go up and over with a grenade? Yes, and probably get the kill and destroy what meager cover was up here. Don't let me down on this one, Curie. I need this kill. I need this. Okay, I don't like blowing up a Muton Elite's corpse. That really sucks, but it's the only way we're gonna keep little Simone safe. And if I have to sacrifice a corpse in order to ensure her safety, well, that's one corpse we ain't gonna get. Where did these come from? Just out of curiosity, I mean, there's a whole bunch of Seekers here, and I'm wondering how they got here. We're in a pretty good position to take them out, so I mean, it's one less pod, but still. Clemens? We're supposed to take shielding behind the mustache, Clemens. I'm not feeling shielded by the stash, sir. I'm not feeling the stash shielding that I was expecting. Oh, that mustache shielding. Pardon? Where did that person come from? 12 friggin' damage. Oh, Simone de Beauvoir is dead. If this guy has a shot, she's just dead. Oh, fuck me. I can't believe that missed. It's not gonna matter, because now she's dead. These guys are not gonna miss her twice. It's just not gonna happen. Unbelievable. It's gotta be the distortion field. Oh. This game, and what did I say about the Ethereal pod? This is the most bullshit pod of all time, by the way. An Ethereal and 2 fucking Mechtoids. I love the pod collapse too, by the way. So we've gotten as much of a fuck sandwich here as we can possibly get. Thanks a lot, game. I fucking appreciate it. This isn't at all total fucking horseshit nonsense. Not even a little. So we've got some real problems with our target priority since these Seekers are ridiculous and we can't allow Marie Curie to get shot at all because she is a biscuit from dead. For some reason, the injured Mechtoid is fucking invisible because Mechtoids are always fucking invisible. And I'm salty about it every goddamn time. 11 damage is a nice start. 11 damage is a good way to continue. So we've got that guy pretty well injured. I'm pretty sure we're going to have to use the Shadow Device here. And by pretty sure, I mean I'm absolutely certain we're going to need to use the Shadow Device. So Simone de Beauvoir advances to there and does nothing. Well, I'm glad it was Simone, because of course there are a billion Mutant Elites back there. Why wouldn't there be? This is a horseshit pod activation. Absolute fucking nonsense bullshit. Because if this is 2 pods, one of these pods I didn't even fucking shoot at, I'd like to point out. One of those was never even shot at by me. Okay, well, on the plus side, we do have the Shadow Device activation. Yes, okay, good. So it's going to be the biggest bacon save of all. This is going to be the greatest bacon save of all time right here. Marie Curie is going to whack these guys with a grenade because grenades can't be dodged by Mr. Piece of Shit Ethereal. They just do their damage. That's 2 Mechtoids dead and a badly injured Ethereal. I'll take it because I have no choice. I'm going to have to take what I can get on this one. Now, Jesus has 1 shot. It is not a fantastic shot, but I'm going to take it because it's all he can do. Did bring down a Seeker, which is helpful. Alright, Van Dorn. You are only going to get 1 shot. A 62%er at an Ethereal is not good. But having you do anything else other than reload is of questionable usefulness. So Eleanor the Wolverine Roosevelt, this guy is standing right out in the open. He has no fucking cover.
Moving out.
We should absolutely be able to wreck this guy. This Ethereal should be getting chewed apart. So he reflected our shot. Fantastic, because we missed somehow. 2 damage is not really that big of a deal. 71% and 36% to crit. I really would like to know how this guy is so tough, by the way, as well. I have genuine curiosities on why this guy standing in the open 5 tiles away with a shotgun is that difficult to hit. Because he should not be this difficult to hit. Enemy defense. We have minus 40 from his defense. He has a 40 fucking defense. And he's hardened. Fantastic. No, this isn't at all bullshit. I'm real salty.
No longer a threat.
Well, he's dead. I didn't bring an arc thrower, and there was no way with this fucking pod activation I was ever going to have any even fucking outside theoretical chance of ever fucking capturing that guy. So I don't really give a shit about having 4 went to capture at all. 9 damage critical. Alright, that leaves us exactly Simone de Beauvoir and Samuel Clemens. Clemens has some reasonable shots here at this Seeker. 4 damage, because this guy I'm assuming has the ability that makes him impossible to actually hurt. Rapid reaction, invasion, stealth, platform stability, strangle. Nope. He just is... whatever. You know what? I don't even care anymore. Just take the shot. A critical kill would be a thing of beauty. Well, he did 7 damage, is alright. Simone de Beauvoir drops... No, she does not do that. Simone de Beauvoir drops the Shadow Device right here, or everybody dies. Shadow Device is away. And that just leaves us Van Dorn as our floater. What do you want to do, Van Dorn? What do you want to do? If we do this, next turn, you're reloading. You know what? Yeah, I want this thing dead. It's important enough to make that thing be dead.
No rounds.
Okay, yeah, I know you're out of ammo, buddy. We'll get you a reload. It's fine. Settle down. So we've got some stealth mode Seekers cloaking up. We still have at least 3 Mutant Elites to deal with somewhere. And plus whatever the other half of this Mechtoid Ethereal bullshitness was. Whatever ridiculous that guy also had accompanying him, it's on its way. On the plus side, pod collapse is real. These guys are going to be doing nothing other than coming at us for the rest of the map. So we're going to have plenty of opportunities to take shots at stuff. So 1, 2 elites. Okay. 3 elites. Okay. So we got 3 Mutant Elites plus the one that we already killed. Interesting. Simone de Beauvoir cannot stay where she is. She simply cannot do it. 69, 60. These guys are 69% to hit in the open. Now, granted, That is with a minus 15 penalty. And I'm absolutely going to take it. I'm absolutely going to miss as well, but I'm still taking a shot. Okay, so Simone de Beauvoir cannot stay up there. She simply can't. It's going to be a reload and overwatch for the mustache. Because we do still have those two Seekers who are somewhere that's not going to be good for us. Van Dorn, you also have lock and load. So we've got reload for Van Dorn. We can't give Matahari another shot. We can get out of line of sight. The question is it to our advantage to get out of line of sight, or should we go forward and try and kill these guys? If I knew what else was behind them, I would absolutely go forward and try to kill them. I would make the effort if I knew what was... Oh, Simone de Beauvoir has no real cover at all, which means she can so easily get grenaded here. Excuse me? Okay, so one of those guys was still around. Fantastic. He's now decloaked. Go forward or fall back. It's the ages-old question. There is still, it's important to note, a Muton Elite, like, right over, where is he? Well, no, because of the tile, we can't, he's right there. So there is a guy right there. It's worthwhile to note that he is still standing there. The only other thing we can do, really, is fall back behind this hill. I think for Marie Curie, it's objectively the right choice. Because Marie Curie can go back behind that hill and then still do this. Which is going to be useful. It's going to ruin all of these corpses, and honestly, I don't give a shit. If you want to force me to ruin corpses in order to get you dead, I'll just ruin the corpses. I don't even care. All Van Dorn has left is a command action. Who could he give it to? Can he give it to Marie Curie? No. He can only... The only person he can command is Matahari, and it's not useful. So he's got to steady his weapon then. And that leaves Eleanor the Wolverine Roosevelt here as our sort of floating unit. The problem with doing anything with the ruse is she ain't fast enough to get behind this tree. If she was, I'd put her behind that friggin' tree. And I'd take double rapid fire shots here. Abraham Lincoln is fast enough. The problem is, what if there are more guys back there? Is it even possible there could be more guys back there? It seems so unlikely and yet so dangerous a thing to make her take a risk on. The other problem is, if we don't kill both of these guys, and I think that's actually pretty unlikely. In fact, I think it's almost an absolute certainty that it will not happen. One of them throws a grenade at this thing, destroys his cover. Can we kill 2 Muton Elites in 4 shots? That's the question. Can we do it? Can we do it and also have cover, though, I guess would be the better question, wouldn't it? I mean, these guys are not in cover, so we're going to get hit and run shots at them. Is a Muton Elite likely to kill one of our Titan Armor troopers in a single volley? I think the answer there is no, especially not if he has to move before he does it. Alright, it's risk time. Okay, so the other Seeker is still out there. So of course it hit us, fantastic, which does put us in a position where we could easily now be killed. I'm not at all salty about that. We did get him down. Alright. Gonna go with the hit and run shot. Takes the shot. Give me the hit. That's real bad. That's real bad. That's real bad. Yeah, that's real bad. Well, nothing to do now but make one bad decision. We got to double down, so it's 85% to hit with a 90% chance to crit. You've got to be fucking shitting me.
Damn it, missed the target.
Unfucking believable. Unfucking believable.
Out of rounds.
Well, we're completely sunk then. Those guys are gonna get grenaded and blown into the... Fuck. I don't know how that's possibly recoverable. If we could get Jesus close enough to throw a smoke grenade, I might try it. We can't. He absolutely can't get close enough, though. So it's Overwatch here, and there's nothing to do but get out the fucking prayer beads at this point, because we're boned. 2 Muton Elites shooting at one of these guys, they're critically wounded at best. Especially considering they've got Seekers on backup. We're in deep trouble here. Oh, this is not... I can't believe we missed double back... Then again, Simone de Beauvoir got missed twice by the aliens when by all rights she should have been killed. It still makes me unspeakably salty, but this guy's first... You've got to be shitting me. He went on Overwatch? Why would you do that? That makes absolutely no sense at all whatsoever. Just none. So these stalkers are definitively going to be on Overwatch, right? I mean, both of those guys are absolutely on Overwatch. Simone de Beauvoir has so little health that one of those stalkers might actually be able to kill her. We've got to get her somewhere safer than where she's at, though. Actually, we need to get her back by Jesus so we can friggin' throw a heal at her. That's what we need to do. Alright, so Simone, dash to here, I guess. If you can pull the stalkers out of hiding. Thanks. Oh, brilliant misclick, game. Thank you. I didn't at all want to be in this corner cover. Nope, not at all. This it's doing everything it can.
Okay.
Everything it can to put it.
Reloaded.
It's doing everything it can to fuck me. The game is doing everything it can to fuck me. I'm not gonna be fucked, game. I'm telling you. You don't get that shit for free. If you want to get fucked, you pay for it just like everybody else. That's how this shit works. No goddamn freebies. Perfidious Pete's not that kind of girl. No freebies. Alright, Jesus, let's bring you over here so that you're at least slightly closer to Simone de Beauvoir. You know what? Jesus is throwing a smoke grenade. With the misclick and not winding up in any kind of cover, we're gonna need whatever possible meager fucking defense we can get. That Mutant Elite is just gonna kill her. She's gonna die to a misclick. Oh, that makes me real salty. That makes me real salty. To have weathered this bullshit shit. You know what? Fuck it. Actually, you're not gonna die, Simone. You're not. You're not gonna die. Not today, not on my watch. I'm absolutely gonna use my command ability to get her the fuck to some cover. It's simply not gonna happen. I'm not gonna lose a soldier to a piece of garbage misclick. So you know what? Get over here, get in cover, and bring your distortion field with you. Well, I love having used my Overwatch for whatever triggered that move. That's brilliant. It's okay. You know what? Having him strangle her is good, because getting Mata Hari strangled is way better than getting Simone de Beauvoir shot. So I'm not salty about that. Not even a little, actually. There is still another stalker somewhere that could come over here and just shoot her right in the face, but we don't know where it's at. Also, that Mutant Elite, it's important to point out, is around somewhere. So if you would, Samuel Clemens, could you please shoot that thing? If you would, Samuel Clemens, could you please shoot that thing off? Thank you.
Confirmed.
We're missing a lot of real high percentage shots here, I'd just like to point out. A lot of very, very high percentage shots.
Overwatch.
Van Dorn, steady your weapon. Roosevelt, you guys are on Overwatch, because that Mutant Elite is still over there. Don't think I forgot about you, Mr. Mutant Elite. I know you're still over there. You're not fucking fooling anyone. We know you're there. So Simone de Beauvoir comes over here, cops a squat, goes on Overwatch. Jesus heals the holy living shit out of her. Alright, Jesus. It's time for a little laying on of hands. Save me, Jesus! You gotta bring Simone back from the clutches of the devil himself. You gotta protect our team, Jesus. Speaking of protecting the team, Mata Hari putting down a big old fucking smackdown on Mr. Seeker there. That's how it's done, Jesus, right there. If you want to take note, do it the Mata Hari way. We do it the Mata Hari way? Yeah. Yeah, Van Dorn's gonna get strangled. Honestly, that's, again, taking 1 damage from a strangle is not really a problem for me. So, let's mop up what's left. We can't rapid fire because we're out of ammo, but we can take a single 99% shot that's gonna kill that piece of trash. He's dead. Overwatch for Curie. Van Dorn steadies his weapon. Clemens reloads and goes on Overwatch. Roosevelt and Lincoln remain on Overwatch. Simone de Beauvoir, you reload, and you're getting healed one more time. I'm not sending you forth to have to run Overwatch, because I need Simone to go forth and run that Overwatch. I guarantee 100% that Mutant Elite back there is absolutely on Overwatch, waiting for our assault troopers to come over that hill. There's another one of these big bastards? How many Seekers were in that pod? He's going for the strangle? Yep, alright. Man, these Seekers are really into the whole asphyxiation game. They got a thing that's borderline on fetish here. So Matahari has no choice but to reload, because she's completely out of ammo. Van Dorn, for whatever reason, can't see that guy. Alright, well, the mustache is still on call. Seeker is gone. That's got to be the last of the Seekers, by the way. They're almost... It's almost impossible that there would be more, unless, like, 3 pods showed up. They've got to be done. Simone, we're going to have you advance to the tile I wanted you to advance to before, but for whatever reason you refused to stand in it. You go in Overwatch. Jesus, get a reload off. Marie Curie. You know what? Just go ahead and reload since you got strangled and you have reduced movement. Van Dorn, continue studying your weapons, sir. I'm very tempted to throw some kind of discovery device back over here to see if I can't find that Muton Elite, rather than forcing Simone de Beauvoir to try and draw it out. But I am going to force Simone de Beauvoir to try and draw it out. So nothing. All right, bring over here. And next turn, Simone, we're going to have you go up and over the hill, I think.
I'm on it, sir.
So Overwatch around the horn for everybody else, except for Van Dorn, who of course is going to steady. Overwatch for Clemens. Roosevelt, Lincoln, stay on Overwatch. I'm curious if that Muton has even moved from the tile. I bet it hasn't even moved. I bet it's just stood there on Overwatch the entire time. I would not at all be surprised if it was still in that same tile. In fact, we could test this theory by trying to move into the tile. Nope, he's not there. So he's somewhere, but wherever he is, it's not in the same tile he was in a minute ago. Simone, why don't you go see if you can find him? All right, he's just standing out in the open waiting to die. Well, he's not on Overwatch either. So if you're going to stand out in the open and wait to die,
Heading out.
I don't really feel any compunction about coming over there and granting your wish, sir. So, one shot.
I'll get him next
Lincoln,
time.
I really would like for you to correct the fucking sight on the gun with the 85% misses here, because that's 2 now, theoretically 2 in a row, and that is some fucking unacceptable performance, sir.
Rolling.
Eleanor Roosevelt should be in a position where she has a 100% can't fucking miss shot. The only shot in XCOM that's guaranteed to hit is the one that literally can't miss. And Simone de Beauvoir, get your ass to somewhere that has cover. And I think that's going to be it for this episode. Fucking, this shit has been harrowing. Alright, so Overwatch, let's get everybody reloaded and on Overwatch and prepared. Just the best we can. Van Dorn, steady your weapon. And unless the alien menace decides to throw some more ridiculous bullshit composition of enemies our way, I think this is going to be the end of this episode. Holy crap, has it been a fucking nail-biter. We've gotten way luckier than we should in some positions, and way less lucky than we should in some others, which I suppose means our luck has been even.
Come get some.
And Clemens. Mark Twain's going to close it out, and I'm going to close this one out. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Of course, your support really does mean a lot to us, and if you'd like to see more XCOM The Long War, consider subscribing as well. We post new episodes every single day, including an upcoming episode where we're going to finally eradicate those Exalt bastards we just heard over in that direction from their HQ. That's coming up soon. You want to make sure and catch that, subscribe. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.